CTV family. Catch us live on your TV screen.
You know, Riza, when they gave out stats crime and they divided them into housebreaking, theft of motor vehicles, shoplifting, we got to gang-related crimes. For all South Africa, it was reported that it was 63.
Wow.
Gang no, 63 crimes is gang-related. 59 of them were in the Western Cape. Imagine, out of all South Africa, 63, 59 out of 63 are coming from the Western Cape. So you can imagine.
That is, I don't know if it's sad or humiliating, but nevertheless, welcome to it. You're still watching Ekse. We're taking it all the way till 5 p.m. So make sure you do keep it locked on channel 263. And we have an amazing organization that goes by the name of Vusithemba, whose aim is also, to help uplift the community of Phillipi, and get kids off the street, have them do extramural activities and also teach them how to become better men. They also have programs, that relates to, how women can better themselves and how to treat women because, one of the biggest focus are gender-based violence as well. And we are now joined by two of the founders of Vusithemba organization, and that is Sibonile as well as Sipokazi. How are you guys doing?
We're fine, thank you very much. How are you?
We are absolutely awesome. And like Lama, Lama mentioned the stats, saying that out of the 63, 59 was in the Western Cape in terms of gang-related violence. But let's start off how you guys actually came up with the organization, saying, did you also look at, crimes and things that's happening in the area of Phillipi, saying, okay, all of these things are happening in and around our community, what can we do about it? Was it a case of that when you sat down and said, let's change things for the better in our community?
Yes, looking at the stats of women being abused by men and all of that, we thought of, okay, let's get together and see what we can do about it. And as we sat together, we had this on mind, we should educate the youth and grown women that it is not right to be abused, because most of the people would sit and on the abused relationship thinking that it would get better, or maybe because I have children with this man, I can't live because I won't be able to support them by myself. Those are the fears that people have. So we came up with this plan to shift the mind engage the mind of a woman from thinking that they are not dependent enough to stand up on their own and be able to take care of their families without men that are abusive to them.
Siboniseni, before you solve a problem, you need to find what's the root cause of the problem, because you'll be chasing a tail if you do not find the root cause. I remember earlier on this year, there was a story about a girl being raped. That's a crime itself. And Cape Town TV sent their news team to cover that story, and Cape Town TV ended up being hijacked, Phillipi. So that's another crime, trying to report another crime. So what do you think are the root causes of the crimes, especially in the area of Phillipi?
Okay, I think the causes of gender-based violence in the Philippines, it's alcohol, also the drugs that is around in the Philippines.
So it's drugs and alcohol. However, people as young as 15 are committing these crimes.
100%.
So are we gonna blame these substances, or is it a matter of people, they see Uput Banban, Uncle Banban is doing the same. Are we gonna blame substances instead of seeing the people that are around us and their actions and their characters, and we think that it's okay to act this way?
No, as a person, I think like children like 15 years old would be like, they adapted the mindset from their upraising. Because if you are being in a home where, let's say my mom is abused, I grow up with that, thinking that, okay, it's not wrong to be abused as a woman. I think it's something that is normal to me, you see, because I've watched it since I was born. So for me, it's okay, So I think young boys think that it's fine to abuse women because they grew up seeing that their fathers are beating their moms, most of the time.
Yeah, and
So I
just
think
on that,
it's
too, Sipokazi, and I love the fact that we're speaking about when I grow up and I see these things happen around me. My uncle's doing it, my dad's doing it, and not only to talk about gender-based violence, but crimes, drugs, gangs, things like that. Because I know, as a young boy or girl, you are quickly influenced by what others around you are doing, especially if it's more closer to home. And you guys do have little programs or workshops, where you sit down with the kids, after school activities or extramural activities. Tell us more about the work you actually do with kids in the community of Phillipi.
On the kids' side, we would first observe the child and observe their background, try to find out how the child was raised, have one-on-one meetings first before we would put them all into one room because some of them are coming from the families where there is abuse
Yeah.
already. So those already emotional, you can't mix them with the ones that doesn't understand what is happening. So we would split them in half, give the group to another one and give the other group to another one so that
Yeah.
the one that doesn't understand about the gender-based violence would be given knowledge that is suitable for that
Yes.
person. And then the other one would be given consolation as well as we would like try to support them and give them a reference to a social worker so
Yes.
that they can work on more to try to make them feel better on their situation.
Sibonile, nje understand that you also accommodate e-school dropouts rather nabantu abangakwaziyo ubhatala i-school fees for trainings. What kind of trainings do you offer the people and what can they do in the future with e-trainings that you guys are giving them?
So can you repeat the question, please? I can't hear you properly.
Ndithi niyaba-accommodator nabantu abazi-school dropouts nabantu abangakwaziyo ubhatala i-school fees nibanike ii-trainings. What kind of trainings are you offering these guys and what skills are they going to take out from Nina to use them in the future?
We develop those kids, special, and also what we are doing, we're doing the after school program, which we teach those kids how to do the skills.
Yeah.
You understand? We teach them football and also we do the netball.
Yeah.
We have a lot of skills in our programs.
Yeah. And speaking about that, you guys are 3 years old now. And if we're looking, to the next 3 years or the next 30 years, whatever the case may be, and as the organization grows and becomes better and better, are there some of the things that you guys are going, okay, we are 3 years old now. 3 years ago, we didn't think that we'll get so far and still be up and running. What are some of the achievements that you guys are planning or hoping on doing come the near future? Are there more challenges in the community that you guys were not able to tackle yet and are planning to tackle? Tell us about what the future looks like for the organization.
Looking at where we are and where we come from, it's been hectic for us. And there are times where we would like have to take money out of our pockets because we want this thing to be,
Yeah.
you understand, because this thing, we know we can do it. So you would take your last cent
Yes.
saying that, I don't know if I don't eat at night, it's fine.
Yes.
If somebody is going to help from this thing, then for me, it's fine. I'd rather go to bed hungry. So there are things that we are proud of we've done. There are programs that we've tried to help more. There's one inside Lower Crossroads next to us, which is Chosen Organization. We've been supplying them with food. We like go around sometimes, try
Yeah.
to find things for the soup kitchens that are not known yet. So
Yeah.
we would supply them with so that they can, give to people, and at least people would not get hungry, especially during lockdown. There are too many things that we've done. Even the kids that he's the lecturer of the program. He's been he's been doing a very great job with the kids. Kids understand him very well, and yeah, even
Wow.
though
I mean, this conversation is so exciting. We even have other guests pulling up.
Intruders, but this is where we wrap it up. This Fogazi Sibonile from Vusithemba. If you want to email them, go vusithemba.org@gmail.com. Find out how you can assist, or maybe how you can be assisted to become a better person, especially if you are living in and around the spaces of Phillipi. Keep it locked right here on Ekse. There's more to come. Thank you so much, Sibonile. Thank you so much, Fogazi, and the rest of the team that are making sure that our communities are getting better each day.
100%.
CTV family, catch us live on your TV screens.